They just tried to take out the true leader of the freest nation on the planet this weekend. Absolute chaos this weekend. I hope you guys are staying strong, talking to your families, your friends, your loved one. I have a lot of people in the chat saying even the hens are clucking at their workplace about the attempted assassination on Donald J. Trump. As you can see, we've got the gangs in New York vibe going today. Just kind of how I'm feeling. Thanks for looking out for me, Sack Nasty, Chili Rainbow, Crypto Pricey, Station C4, Deucey Does, David Lotham, and Zachary Martin, Nicole Ministator, all the people, all the best. Bronx for Trump 2024, what is up? That is lovely. Yes, I am, I'm rocking it, baby. You know what I mean? I feel like maybe just punching it onto my car, driving around with it on my car. It just feels right. Feels damn good to be alive today, ladies and gentlemen. I drove to work just thankful to God that that bullet wasn't an inch over, and this country would, in my opinion, be an absolute bedlam right now. So count our blessings. Thank the Lord for this day, this sunshine we're still able to experience. We got another shot at glory here, folks. Appreciate every single one of you supporting the channel. The channel's growing like crazy, you guys. We are almost at 60,000 subscribers, just under 58K right now. Feels great. We had a massive live stream. We got quite a bit of people in there on Twitter. Twitter is starting to push our show pretty good, so I'm pretty excited to see that. But you know what? We out here, we're building in the kind of boring market, and I'm not going to be surprised if we hit 100K before the real juicy part of the bull market even comes. What a beautiful thing. I'm excited to see what the future holds for the company. And we did have a big amount of people hopping in here. Basement.supplies, people that weren't prepared for absolute chaos, they're hopping in there. They're getting ready themselves. If you're not ready for the potentials of what this election may bring, make sure to go to basement.supplies and get yourselves ready. So as we can see, guys, Bitcoin showing no chill. Showing no chill. These are daily candles. This is not a minute chart. These are daily candles, and what we're seeing is just a very aggressive move from that big Germany dump sell-off. And a lot of people, why didn't Germany keep their Bitcoin? It was legally required within German law to sell those seized assets, right? So you got to keep that in mind. Sure, Germany wants to have a bunch of Bitcoin in their treasury. I'm sure they do, but you know, they are not legally obliged to hold on to it as their setup is currently. So you got to keep that in mind. But what we got is just a massive green candle building us back up over the 60K level. But the real important one I called out on Twitter by my accounts in the short term is around 64,000. This range right here, you can see how much price action and bouncing happened. A lot of essentially uh, volume profile right here. You know what I mean? And now this, I could still roughly call this health on a shelf. This is a nasty spike though. This is where everyone's like, oh my God, we're doomed. It's over. It's over. No, it's not over, folks. And honestly, in my opinion, it's just getting started. And shout out to everyone in the chat that is watching crypto YouTubes right now, finding the nice projects, finding the good entry points on Bitcoin. You are the savages that people are going to ask, how did you get so damn lucky a couple of years from now? So I'm excited for you guys. Now, let's get into really what's going on with Bitcoin primarily first and foremost. Okay, so this is from the DeFi Investor, highlighting that whales have bought $4 billion of Bitcoin at the fastest rate since April of 2023. Let's check it out what that looked like on the graph here, because April of 2023, my God, what a while ago, huh? What a while ago. April of 2023, right about here. So, and that was in the midst of the banking crisis, the Silicon Valley falling apart, all those other little banks that over leveraged themselves, meeting their maker, people fleeing into Bitcoin, realizing that they don't want to get rugged or bankrupted. So it was a good sign of health seeing this amount of buys from obviously the whales. This is the transfer from weak hands that are just in it, the fair weather fans, to the strong hands that have conviction, that have knowledge beyond the next few weeks. These are people and organizations that see the writing on the wall that the fiat's going to zero and Bitcoin is absolutely dominating the currency industry. It really is. It's something, there is nothing that is comparable to Bitcoin outside of Nvidia. And we know where Nvidia is going. This is the data is the new gold realm. This is the technological revolution, the technological tea party. So with that, we saw also Mr. 100 just went all in and bought 4 more times. This is where the magic happens, buying 100 Bitcoin, 101, 101, 102, and 100.15, 4 different transactions during the pain while everyone's running scared. Oh my gosh, it's gonna crash, we're going to zero. These Mr. 100, but also massive whale wallets, they're accumulating, they're buying your fear, and they're stacking their sats and leaving people behind. This is the decimation of the middle and lower class in real time that we're seeing. It's very unfortunate, but we're here in the basement refusing to let go of this ship. We must be the barnacles on the ship of technological revolution. We need to get to that promised land ourselves, folks. So, and with that price swing, we also saw $360 million worth of shorts liquidated. And this is when Bitcoin was only at $62,339. It's a much, much larger number as of this point. But honestly, the max pain for Bitcoin bears will come when we breach $74,000. There is an immense amount of liquidations that's going to happen at that event, and I'm looking forward to it because I never bet against true hard money, especially in a world that has been so arbitraged. Now, this is highlighting that 74 region from Dr. Profit. Next time we get into $72,000 to $74,000 region, it won't be rejected in the past by his accounts. We will see a breakout to $80,000 easily. So far, 4 rejections. The 5th is a breakout. This is a juicy time to be alive. And if I'm looking at this, I'll just pull this up and kind of back up forth to the trees here. This honestly does look like a cup and handle. And, let's just punch this. Just for reasonability. I'm looking at this moment. I mean, if it plays out to the fullest, this is 250K. Now, more conservatively, I'm not going to be waiting to get there to start taking profits. I'm going to be definitely taking above the 100 level, and kind of just laddering out. You know what I mean? And I'm in crypto to basically increase my buying power in the real world. And my God, does it help quite a bit, especially with how expensive everything's gotten. A lot of altcoins are looking good, and Bitcoin looking like it's wanting to break over 63. Oh, let's see here, baby. Let's see here. Are we going to make it? Live on there, live. Let's see. This thing is cooking, you guys. So we're entering into that nether realm. I want us to punch above this, come back down, prove it as support, and then chunk back up and bust through this ceiling from there. That is what I am looking forward to on the price action. And honestly, like we came inches away from absolute bedlam on the markets as well. Look what happened this weekend. If that went the way that, I don't want to get too polarizing, but if that went the way that the other side wanted, we would have had a cataclysmic crash. I don't want to think about what would have happened if that actually happened, but we do have confirmation. The orange one, Mr. Trump, will be attending and speaking at the Bitcoin conference later this month, following the assassination attempt on his life. What an absolute savage. Absolute savage. No F's given. He goes golfing. He gets shot at 7 p.m. Makes it home to New Jersey, or he lands in New Jersey at about 11:30 that night. And he is up and making his tea time by 9 a.m. the next morning. That is an absolute warrior right there. That is the person that we need to lead this country out of the situation we're in right now. It's a very, very, a lot of people don't want to acknowledge the situation that we're in. I'm here bringing those uncomfortable truths to everyone every single day. They're bubbling up. They're coming to fruition, you guys. Now, on the Bitcoin pump, we're looking great on the chart right now. Let's go check out the rest of the altcoins just to see who are the biggest winners for the day. Pendle coming back up. Let's check it out. We saw a massive amount of total value locked coming out of Pendle not too terribly long ago. About the end, or right about the beginning of July, end of June. See how we're looking. Nice. We are looking good. Okay. And so this is the type of structure that we're wanting to see on a lot of these altcoins. They fall down. This is the prove it point. It falls back down to that original pump level and then holds price support and is able to build on up from there. That is absolutely gorgeous looking on Pendle. Mog coin moving near $1 billion market cap. Shout out to the Mog holders. That is absolutely awesome to see. VeChain coming out. Let's check out VeChain. I haven't checked out VeChain in quite some time. Interested to see how the price action is going on this guy. The same type of structure. Look at this. You can't, and altcoins definitely ebb and flow for a large part with Bitcoin, right? We got to keep that in mind. But that original pump moment is essentially the prove it point for a lot of these different top altcoins. That's something very, very important to keep in mind. Mantra, this one came out of the gates absolutely swinging. It's up 12% today. Let's check out the overall graph. Just, oh my goodness, that look at that healthy shelf. Absolutely ripping from there. Shout out to the Mantra holders. Holy cow. Stacks. Yeah, Stacks coming back alive. I've been very bullish on Stacks for a very long time, maybe the longest. Essentially the same type of situation. You have the original pump too, but this one is using the prove it point as kind of the bottom end of this, but it had a sell off immediately once it hit $2. Recentered about $1.40. Stacks is looking absolutely juicy. It's looking primed. I'm very, very excited. JT talking Maple. Maple might be still in a buy point. I have Hobus gave the rundown, his deep picks for DeFi as well. I want to get into those today. BitTensor Tau. This is a very renowned AI play. Again, with the same type of market structure. Everything is just moving in ebbs and flows. One thing that I do need to check on is if Ben Goertzel is still hacked. I put an emergency update on Twitter this weekend and in the team chat because I feel like this is a hack. I literally feel like Ben Goertzel has had his Twitter account hacked for a couple of days right now. This is pretty concerning for me. I am an AJAX holder. I have not sold my AJAX worrying about this, but man, it is not a good look for AJAX leader, this thought leader, one of the most renowned AI scientists on the planet, to have his Twitter account compromised for days on end and nothing to be done about it. We got to update Bitcoin breaking above, did it break above 63? Looks like it probably did. We're at 62.96. Holy cow, guys, these markets are absolutely, and a lot of people thought, a lot of chart experts thought that we were just going to crash on Monday, thinking that the markets were delayed and that Wall Street controls crypto. Let's check out Wall Street real quick just to see how the regular markets are handling the news. Obviously, this weekend there's a lot of tension on the regular streets, but in the Wall Streets as well. Let's check out. This is Walmart. I don't really care about Walmart too much. Yeah, everything's on the up and up right now. Oil shaving off, 0.7%, but nothing tis but a scratch. These markets actually holding pretty good. Look at gold, $2,420. Looking strong, looking strong. I'm having a lot of fun checking out these top winners. We checked out Pendle before. Looks like they got over their total value lock leaving, and it's on its upswing as well. Now, Pepe coin, a $4 billion meme coin. Does it still have room to run? That is the grand question in my mind. Usually I come at you and I'm very, very solid and sure about things. I am completely blown away that Pepe has reached a $4 billion market cap. Is it done running? I don't know, you guys. Like, it's my opinion I'm out of a meme coin once it hits $1 billion. That's just my baseline operation. And seeing Pepe at 4 billion, first of all, I love Pepe. I love you long time, Pepe. I have Pepe stickers all over the place. I was kicked off job sites for having my Pepe stickers all over the place. But man, this might keep running. I mean, the background of Pepe and the ACLU. People are tired of being silenced, and the move against Pepe was a move against free speech. People are not giving up. Trump document case just got dismissed. Holy cow. Holy cow. Trump document case. Let's check this out. Whoa. Whoa. Let's see. Now, give me the link on that one. JT, give me the link on that one. Dion Greg thinking that Pepe doesn't have much left. Maybe a 3x from here, but not worth the risk. I mean, that's, when I'm in a meme coin, I assume and understand extreme risk. Like, crypto in and of itself, risky. Being in Wall Street, risky. Sounds like JP Morgan's going to start charging you for having a checking account. So that's not really risk. That's just guaranteed beatings. But Pepe, I'd agree with you, Dion Greg. I'm not, a 3x from here. That's a $12 billion market cap for a meme coin. That's something insane. Looking at Boinkers, maybe Wispy. Oh my God. Oh, Mario Nafal. Okay. C90 FTW bringing me the goods here. Let's go to Mario, see what he is up to. Let's see here. Mario Nafal. Hold this up. Let's see here. So we got the RNC. Judge Cannon dismisses classified documents case against Donald Trump. Judge Aileen Cannon has dismissed the case against Trump himself regarding the classified documents. She ruled that the appointment of special counsel Jack Smith violated the Constitution. So much winning. We just can't stop winning. It's the best. It is the best. This is it, folks. This is it. And I saw a lot of people in LA even starting to wear their hats now. The world is opening up their eyes to the arbitrage. And Jack Smith, I mean, he went around Congress. Congress got very, very aggravated about that. And it was excellent to see them call this out. It was basically a kangaroo court, which we've been calling that for a whole time. But once you say it a bunch of times, the information just kind of hits people and bounces off their head. They don't really understand what that means. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. So this is very, very good to see. Wow. Now back to the charts. Let's hop back to the charts. I mean, that's going to pump the markets for you guys, honestly. Let's see. We got the top one. Let's look at the losers. Stellar being a loser. Sweet being a loser. XRP. We already knew this, but you're losing. But XRP is up 20% on the week. So, this is your exit pump, folks. This is your exit pump. I did a rundown just to kind of, my pops is still holding XRP. He loves XRP. He likes American-based crypto projects. And sure, you know what I mean? You're in XRP. What if it's the new financial system? You got some. But I did explain that it needs to accomplish a $100 billion market cap to reach $1.90 per token, right? It's currently sitting at 52 cents right now. Honestly, it's a very strong stablecoin. Maybe the best. The reason why I'm calling it a stable coin is the last year and a half of price performance. Honestly, like, it's had a lot of judicial wins. It's had a lot of things that the XRP community were sitting there for years on the edge of their seat waiting for happen. And really, this thing looks like it's just kind of rolling downward. So I am kind of worried about the long-term hodlers of this. But if you want to have a small risk base, I mean, just understand is to take over the U.S. financial system, you would have to get the Federal Reserve out of the way. We've talked about that's probably never going to happen in a peaceful manner. So I really wouldn't be looking out at that. But really, these are the only losers here. Stellar always locked into the hip with XRP. Interesting to see that they aren't really rallying off of, because I know that XRP's had some pretty big wins and some big publications come out about the coin in itself over the last few weeks. I would expect to see more price action from it. Now, ASI had the big sell-off, the sell the news event. Let's check out how ASI is looking, folks. Let's see here. That original pump 2 moment acting as the floor again. Let's see. XRP is a great stablecoin. Honestly, I feel like XRP, the idea of it was a stablecoin to begin with, and then it just, the actual stable coins started coming into the market. Shout out to it for being a good stable coin. Let's see here. It's 99 degrees in Greece right now, according to Shake and Bake. That is hot. Let's check it out. So ASI, another AI play, had a major sell the news event. This nasty good run up. Is AI dumb? Done? No. Is it dumb? Sometimes. I have to show you guys something. I came across something that made me just about piss my pants. Let's go into likes. We're going here. We got some 50 cent. Oh, this is crazy. I know a lot of you in the chat noticed this. This is not okay. This is the highest level of police position in the country, the Secret Service, and diversity hires performed god-awful at an attempt on Trump's life this weekend. Absolutely disgusting. Let's see here, though. Oh, and send me your dogs. Send me a picture of your dogs, you guys. I'm trying to lighten up my feed a little bit. Say hey to your dog for me. Tag me in a picture of your dog. I like seeing your dogs. Now, where is this? Where is this? People getting tattoos of Trump already. It's so crazy. I want to find where this AI video came out. I think it was Trevor Wallace or something like that. Let's see. Oh, and here's a statement from the head of the U.S. Secret Service. You know what? Let's have a listen to what she's got to say. A lot of people are calling out that the Secret Service has failed. So let's have a listen, and we can be the judge of that. This is her response to, is there going to be an upgraded level of security for Trump after their failures? Let's have a listen. I'll go full screen. Make sure the volume's up. Bam.
So as Mayor Johnson and Chief mentioned, this is a national special security event. That designation is the highest level of security designation that the federal government can determine. So we are confident in these security plans that are in place for this event, and we're ready to go. It's been an 18-month process. We've worked together over that 18 months to develop operational security plans for any and all aspects of security related to this event.
But did it change within the last one? And any change been made in the last 24 hours?
We're not anticipating any changes to our operational security plans for this event.
Thank you.
Interesting. So, a couple things to digest here. Reporters are coming out saying that she's very upset over the negative coverage of her failure and the Secret Service failure, but she's the leader of this. And I think she came from some company like Pepsi or something. Like, what in the hell are we doing hiring a CEO from Pepsi or a beverage company to lead the Secret Service, first of all? But she's falling under scrutiny for the DEI hires that are perceived as unqualified. No, they are unqualified. We can literally see that they're unqualified. So a couple things to think about, though. If I were the director of the Secret Service, I would answer the same way, because even if I am doubling, tripling the security measures being put out on the RNC or any type of Trump appearance, I wouldn't be telling people. I'd be like, yeah, no, we got this plan built out, even though I've tripled, quadrupled the force in the background. I wouldn't be telling people there. Hard to go to zero when your fiat is never going to zero ever. Bluegrass, man, you're right. It's down by like 99.9 something percent. You're right. You can always go lower, right? A broken clock is right twice a day, Bluegrass Man. I think you're that broken clock. So you could take this a couple different ways. I don't think that she's going to tell the American public that their plans, but also what the hell are we doing hiring people from a beverage industry to oversee the Secret Service? And what the hell are we doing instituting diversity, equity, and inclusion hires on the highest level of police positions in the country? What in the hell are we doing? I am not qualified for the Secret Service, but could do better than her. Exactly, Astro Magnus. Exactly. And honestly, the Secret Service maps out and organizes control of locations for these events months in advance. It makes very, very little sense how some barely trained 20-year-old that was in a BlackRock video in 2022 made his way up to the roof and wasn't taken out immediately. You don't have to wait for approval to take something out like that. Drew is nuts. Sorry, you don't have to be sorry. You can think I'm nuts, Bluegrass Man. I don't care. I need not your opinion. You can think I'm nuts all you want, bro. I don't think that there's any way that the Secret Service that we have, or that we used to have, would have missed that situation. It is very hard to digest that it was just a whoopsie daisy. And honestly, I'm not buying it right now. Like, let me know, you guys in the chat, did the Secret Service just mess up? Or was that ladder there put on purpose, right? Like, I want to know your guys' honest opinion. If I could do a poll right now, I would. But essentially, I want your guys' opinion to understand what you're thinking here, because it is a really dark thing to think about that, you know, not only Robert F. Kennedy wasn't allowed to have his Secret Service, right? Maybe they'll give Robert F. Kennedy Secret Service after seeing what we just saw, but it's very, very difficult for me to swallow that they just missed that. Whoopsie daisy, 150 yards away. That's like a football and a half field away. That's really not too far away. And I did see that shake and bake. A lot of security was upped for Jill Biden, of course. Oh, because she's more important, right? That was the explanation Cheeto lady gave us. Jill's more important. We needed to make sure that the best within our organization were watching her. No, there's no way that kid had the opportunity from luck. I'm headed over there. I'm still white. Oh God, this is not a failure. Is allowed to have. I mean, I really, really want to have faith in this country. And our systems that are in place right now, but it is really, really difficult to believe that. And it's also difficult to believe that the FBI is going to find any sort of valid and truthful information to share to the public about the situation as well. I like that ICP alpha. ICP to $21 in the next few weeks. That would be huge. You know what? We got to go check out ICP because I'm a big ICP guy. Let's see. Insane Clown Posse, obviously. ICP trying to reclaim this $10 level. Let's pull this up. So we're trying to reclaim this $10 level. It's a good look, but honestly, we've lost a lot. It was neck and neck with Chainlink's price action for quite a while here. Is actually outpacing Chainlink's price action for a moment, and then it had a massive, massive sell-off. Catching this price level right here, honestly, a little unexpected. The best thing that we can look at, I mean, it had a little bit of a stumble at this moment around $6, but honestly, there is not much in between essentially $4.90 all the way up to $9.10. So that is something that we got to keep in mind. Let me see here. I want to pull something up real quick. No. Okay. And now I want to get into one of my absolute favorite altcoins, an altcoin that I've been holding for years, that I've been watching work with the United States government on building out what's called Project Iron Spider, basically hardening our data infrastructure. You know why I think that they are doing that is because we are entering the next phase, which will be a kinetic conflict. Looking to sell 10% of my ADA for something risky. Any ideas? 10%. Oh, I mean, there's so much room for activities. Okay, it's hard to just pick one. I was thinking Ondo, Arrow, maybe more, Constellation DAG even. You know what I mean? My mind's going there. I am going to be actually throwing another K into the market today. But let's get into one of my favorite projects and what the hell is going on with it, because here it is. Here is a post, Dagnum PI. I showed you this earlier. Constellation's working with Panasonic at a major hackathon that's going live today. It actually just went live. This is a massive collaboration with Panasonic, IBM, Azure, all involved, that are opening up the public access to this hackathon. And really what it's going to be focusing on is the renewable energy production and storage systems, mobility, advancing software, hardware, and analytics within it, innovating connected technology solutions, retail, streaming those modern operations, and then reimagining the possibilities of better living. And I was on Dagnum's show this weekend, and we even got into the crazy potentials with, if you have a damn near zero transaction cost and an instant finality, corporations can then start. I can get Wendy's DAG stuff. You know what I mean? I want to get immediate. And, a corporation's not going to be giving out NFTs on Ethereum. It's just not to its mainstream public. It's not going to pay the gas fees to get all of those NFTs into their customer hands. They want a cheaper solution, and they want a secure solution, an encrypted solution. And directed acyclic graphs DAG is basically just a much more hardened data set that keeps it basically a hodgepodge of organization within the blockchain so that it's much harder to hack. And this hackathon for Constellation DAG just went live today. We have the Layer 0 network kicking off this paradigm of blockchain interoperability with metagraphs plus a new ETH bridge. Let's check out what's going on here. Constellation Network, best known for its work building blockchain tech with U.S. Department of Defense, a small little organization I'm sure you've heard of, introduces the DoD-vetted metagraph technology to a global audience next week, and this is actually happening today with the inaugural hackathon. Metagraph can be a type of Layer 1 decentralized application network or legacy Web 2 network with its own internal business logic. Other blockchains can even have metagraphs on top of Constellation's hypergraph. And the hypergraph is the blockchain of blockchain, says Ben Jorgensen, CEO of Constellation Network. The best way forward with Web3 and blockchain technology is for all of us to use interoperability and collaboration across chains and communities. There are many of us separately building these networks that can be supporting things like decentralized AI, tokenized assets, Internet of Things, edge computing, and decentralized finance, and many, many other Web3 creations that seem to be popping up everywhere. And something important to think about in these words, something that came to my mind when I'm reading the words of Ben Jorgensen is, what is going on with this tribalism that I see within crypto, that it's a one person, one organization's going to take all. It's not that type of situation, guys. We're trying to revamp a massive infrastructure for society at large. And with that, we're going to need hundreds, if not thousands, of very, very successful crypto projects to make that a reality. And the reason why I bring this up, there's a guy that I followed, Jerry Banfield, who's great deep dives on ICP, but he basically took shots at DAG, like DAG is inferior to ICP. Like, honestly, you don't want to be starting to cut things and compare it up to DAG. This organization, just for explanation, has been working with the U.S. government for years on something called Iron Spider. And now enterprise is on the table now that they're able to commercialize Iron Spider. Iron Spider was a system that the Department of Defense was interested in, and it's actually still ongoing. Now we're opening up the opportunity for commercializing this into the enterprise sector. So with that, you're going to have massive organizations looking for that cheap, instant finality on the blockchain where they don't have to worry about paying ETH gas fees or Solana's system going down or AVAX system going down, or even the fees comparable within those. If you have to think about this, these organizations, these large banks, yada, yada, they run upwards of 50 billion transactions. And with that, the amount of cost coming, if you're shaving off a little bit of money per transaction, it gets out of hand quick for these organizations. For anyone that's seen Office Space, you know what I'm talking about. So Constellation Metagraph, it has gone live. This boy just went to zero right before we went live here. Early signups were given PACA tokens. pretty darn cool to see. Paca token is basically just involved with the Constellation network. And there's a lot of things that Dagnum was digging into on his show with me this weekend, talking about NFTs and, essentially gasless NFT transfers that made me very, very bullish. My mind started thinking about the potentials for musicians, for artists, and things like that. People that don't have a bunch of money to spend on gas, that want to make NFTs a reality, that want to be able to prove, that want their customers to be able to prove that they bought the product, that they're involved with it. I need my stapler. Bob from accounting. Hey, you've seen enough. You know what I'm talking about, Bob. You know what? Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. I got here, let's see. I'm gonna zoom in on this, Bob. I'm gonna zoom in on this. You need to see this, Bob. You need to see this, Bob. So thank you to Arculus, obviously, for supporting the channel, right? But this is literally on my backpack everywhere I go. And has been for years. It's not new. I didn't put all this stuff on here today, just trying to be a fair weather fan of freedom. I literally wear this everywhere, and I will honestly never stop. So Constellation DAG, here is their Twitter account, at Constellation with ones. Now they have 80,000 followers. They're followed by the DigiFoundry. If you haven't found out about the DigiFoundry, you need to look into this. This is an organization that's involving IBM. It's involving all of the biggest names in tech, okay, are here. They're working in the background, building a rock solid digital infrastructure so that these enterprise organizations can actually walk into Web3. The princess woke up. Oh my gosh. Bob, I'm glad you like my stapler patch, man. I love it, dude. So this is the Constellation Network Twitter account. And this is just a highlight on Iron Spider. And also the Stardust Collective. Now I was on a show with like government data scientists, you know what I mean, this weekend, and holy cow, these guys know a lot. And honestly, there's an overwhelming amount of information to continue learning about everything being built on Constellation DAG. So this is actually a Twitter account just focused on the education portion of the project. So if you want to learn more about it, go ahead and give them a follow. And then you can go down here. They've been around since 2019. And really what I like about this guy, it's a bunch of people don't know about this yet. Like this is the complete get in early vibes for me. Honestly, like today, I feel like dropping $1,000 into it. I feel like the price has been extremely suppressed. People are still in the background, not really knowing if it's a real thing or not accepting if it's a real thing right now. It is sitting at 3 cents, which is basically my moment to back up the truck. I used 3 cents. I only want to buy in this red zone. We are well within that red zone. And if you're looking at the all-time, this thing pumped up. The all-time high is 45 cents, but this has been a long range of accumulation. Honestly, it's got a similar type of price action as HBAR, but it has way better real people and organizations working with it. HBAR is just out there. No shame on the people that are holding HBAR. I'm sure you're going to have good price action, but it's aggravating to see everyone's so excited about HBAR when DAG is literally working with the Department of Defense, the Air Force, the Navy, Space Communication Systems, IBM, Panasonic. It is absolutely incredible the amount of companies that are working with this thing, and it still has an $88 million market cap. So honestly, I feel like backing up the truck on this one. This might be one of my $2,000 or $3,000 plays that turns into a couple milli. So I'm pretty excited to have this opportunity to be looking into it. And where I keep my Constellation is none other than the Stargazer wallet. Now, the thing about Stargazer and this rollout for the Metagraph and the move towards interoperability is that it'll no longer be an insulated system. It'll be interoperable and moving out to the greater public. And I did see something else I wanted to highlight because I know that let me pull this down here real quick because I got to find a little linky that shows something pretty darn cool happening with this. Hold on, I'm gonna go down. Oh, it's in my bookmarks. It's in my bookmarks. Hold on, you guys, because you can now swap out DAG. That was a big complaint people had, is that you couldn't like swap directly, and I'm seeing more and more systems being built out that are going to allow people to do so. So we got this. Oh yeah, and here's the highlight on JP Morgan about to charge you for your bank account. Have fun with that. Warns customers prepare to pay for checking accounts. Fantastic. Thanks, Jamie Dimon. Really appreciate you, buddy. I mean, honestly, he's just pushing people into crypto, which, you know, that feels good. I'm all about that. So have at it. Oh my God, this is the craziest video. I got to play this. There's a couple things I got to play. I'll get into the swaps on DAG on the 2 p.m. show. We're going to have a listen to this. This guy basically made me piss my pants laughing last night. And it was really needed because, as you can tell, I'm pretty pissed off about how things have been going for the world at large. So let's put this on. Let's have a laugh.
What do you do for a living?
I fall in love daily. I do AI so I can program our love together. You ever heard of Siri? That's my ex. You trying to WD-40 and chill? What do you say we go back to my place and get a Roomba?
Bro, Trevor's overloading her CPU right now. It's just joke after joke after joke. She doesn't know what to do.
I don't like this guy.
What the f?
He's gonna scientifically analyze their faces and rate them on a 1 to 10 scale of attractiveness.
Yeah, all right, Drake. Champagne Poppy. What are you going to call you?
Can you open your mouth as wide as possible?
What the f? If you into that.
What is that?
Now stretch.
Stretch my lips?
Yes, with your fingers.
Hey, girls say please.
Please.
Ooh.
7.
Let's go.
Trevor, you gotta go.
You gotta go where? Out to dinner? What are we talking?
I'm not a big fan of your sense of humor.
Oh, plug you.
This made me laugh so hard. God, what is that, guys? It's like Trevor. It's not. I don't think it's Trevor Noah. I think it's like Trevor Wallace or something like that. One of the funniest dudes out there. So, you know, we got to learn to laugh. We got to learn to breathe in this moment. This country is on the brink of either greatness or calamity, and it is up to you and I to decide which direction we go. Me personally, I have a big, beautiful family that I want to have a rock solid future for. Here in America, I am an American maxi, and I'm unapologetic for that. So I hope you guys see what's happening in the world and that you are interested in taking control of your own finances. Obviously, JP Morgan has no interest in helping the average person. They're about to start charging people for having checking accounts. But instead of being charged for a checking account, support the channel, use code BASE10 and go to the link in our description and get yourself a hard wallet. Get your crypto off of exchanges, become your own bank. It's a very, very important, powerful tool that we have available to us. Honestly, something that we've never had available to us in human history. It's here now. We got to use it before we lose it. We got to protect our rights and access to crypto here in the United States. And I'm excited to be going to Bitcoin Nashville. I'm going to be chasing down Trump, seeing if I can catch his here. And I'm going to, you know, I mean, probably I won't be able to get an interview with him, but you're darn right I'm going to try. I appreciate every single one of you out in the chat, except for Bluegrass Man. Eventually you'll come around to me, buddy. Feel like you're in that broken clock moment. Nate 707, Crypto Breezy, Nicole Ministator, Bitcoin Bandicoot, Bob from Accounting, Small Face, No Toe, DCA, and Pray, Nate 707, all the people in the Colemanist and the Shake and Bake. I might have said you already, but you guys know what's up. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll be coming back to you at 2 p.m. to get you all the latest and greatest in crypto and the world. Take care.